All right, what the heck? So here we are at this is the second installment of Amazing Stories with your host, Larry Legend. I will try to live up to that moniker. Um, Today's guest is my former classmate and all around good guy, Arias Williams. All right.
What's up?
Arias and I attended Hamilton High School together, and we remain in contact through the wonders of technology and Facebook.
Yep.
And you know, when you have the technology and the means of keeping in contact with good people, you do so. All right. Um, yes. Before we get into this, I need to pay some bills. So, um, our sponsor today is lemons. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, or you make lemon tarts, lemon custards, or a hot toddy.
Hey, hot toddy. Yeah.
Lemons. Get you some lemons today.
Yeah. Let's make some lemonade.
Yeah, man. All right. Let's see what else. So we were just talking about our or my I'll have to toot my horn in this moment because I'm now a Harvard University student as of yesterday. So let's clap that up, you know.
Let's go.
Yeah, and for those who are unaware or who would like to know, Harvard University is offering classes through their extension course right now. You can sign up, and for as low as $25, you can enroll in a course taught, you know, at Harvard University. So I'm happy about that. I'm taking full advantage of this quarantine stuff.
Yeah, got to.
Right. All right. So, Arias, how you feeling, man?
Right now I'm feeling good. I just finished work, so just went for a bike ride, and now I'm just quarantined. So feeling good. I'm feeling a little uh slightly anxious, more so about the economic ramifications of our quarantine. Obviously, I care about people and everything, but I feel like if we're not careful, we don't get it figured out as far as testing and how we're going to get things going again as soon as possible. It's going to
Tell
be some really drastic economic impacts, which could affect our entire lives. So, concerned about it.
Yeah, man. This is this is no joke. This is unprecedented, man.
I never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah. And when I talked with my grandmother and she said she hadn't experienced anything like this. And um so yeah, this is wild. These are wild times, you know.
Yeah.
So let's see. This is amazing stories. So an ordinary story can be something extraordinary. Um, an incident that happens to us in our lives can resonate deeply with us, and can shape our lives. And that's why I wanted to get people involved in this project, this quarantine project, because I want to hear a story, something that you know. Tell me something about either your travels or an incident that happened where that memory has stuck with you for important reasons. You know.
Okay. Well, I've traveled a lot over my adult life. I've gone to many different countries. A lot of my travels have been in Africa. When I was in college, actually, that was my first experience living abroad in Africa. I studied abroad in Ghana at the University of Ghana, and that was my introduction into Africa. Um, it was a huge culture shock. I would say that was probably one of these shaping experiences of my life. It has shaped my perspective on so many things, on who I am as a person,
Wait, wait.
on
Yes. it shaped it shaped who you are. But you attended UC Berkeley and you studied
History.
African American history.
I was a history major. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
didn't that sort of inform you, that experience?
Well, yeah. I mean, living in Berkeley definitely shaped me big time. You know, Berkeley is like really kind of like a political activist training training ground, especially if you really dive into Berkeley. You know, a lot of people that go there, they just kind of want to stay in their bubble, and like, you know, a lot of people go home every weekend and stuff like that if they could. But after a while, once you really dive into what Berkeley is and what it's all about, you can't help but be transformed by that place because it's such a crazy place, so different from LA and what we grew up in. Um, uh, and you get exposed to so many different ideas, you know, different lifestyles. I remember I never heard about veganism at all
Oh,
growing up in LA. And, you know, that was the first time I was introduced to that concept. This is before it became really popular to be a vegan. It was kind of like getting popular, you know, like that first, like, you know, getting popular type thing.
yeah.
Um, Political ideas, you know, new political ideas, things like that. So
And when you and so when did you travel to Ghana?
I went to Ghana during my junior year at Cal. They had a study abroad program, the education abroad program, and yeah, so you basically just transfer over for a semester, all your classes transfer and everything, and yeah, so that's how I got the opportunity to go to Ghana. It was through UC Berkeley. Yeah.
And did you say it was describe the experience of going from Cal to Ghana? You said,
I mean, complete culture shock. You know, the moment you step off the plane, it smells different. It feels different. You know, I'm sure you've had similar experience. You step off the plane, and it's just like those smells of a different continent. You know, that's one of the things that really sticks out to me. Honestly, was, you know, it just felt different. Like it smelled different to me, and
different in a good way, different in a bad way, or
yeah, I mean, I guess I would say in a bad way, you know, but it was something I wasn't used to. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, like I've had a similar smell in New York, but growing up in LA, we don't have that. Like, it's
yeah.
just cleaner out here. You know, like honestly. Yeah.
LA is spread out.
Yeah.
New York is built on top of itself, and
Exactly.
all right.
So yeah, that was one of the main things I remember hitting me, and just the vibe. You know, the vibe is different. You know, than, you know, how it is out here. The struggle is real, and, you know, it's just a different, you know, ball game. I think one of the things I really remember after living there for a while was, um, I remember just like that huge reach of American like culture, particularly African American culture. You know, hip hop.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, it was big at the time. Like this was early 2000s, so everything we listened to, they listened to. And you know, now Africa kind of has like its own like sound with the Afro beats and everything, and it always did. But as far as among youth culture at the time, that really wasn't like as prevalent as it is today. You know, they more so listen to what we listen to. So you know, I just saw the reach of our culture. You know, rap, movies, everything.
So so Aries, when you exited, when you deplaned, did anyone say, "Hey, Tupac, you are Tupac"?
Man, not immediately when I deplaned, but I remember the first time we went to the market. Yeah, I got a lot of that. You know, people would be like, "Yo, what's up, my nigga?" You know, "Yo, my nigga, what's up?" You know, and it threw me for a loop at first. And I was like, "Whoa, I'm supposed to be in Africa," you know. But I got used to it, and I realized where they're coming from. They're just trying to relate to you, find some common ground. Um, so yeah, I didn't really trip off of it too much. But yeah, people will walk straight up to you and like rap verses, you know. You know, so especially me because I'm like really steeped in that, you know, like just the way I walk, the way I talk, you see like, you know, the American, the rap, the hip hop, you know, the LA, you know, so
You
yeah.
know, you mentioned something because the fellas I worked with said there was in Saudi Arabia when I worked there in 2016 to 2018. There was a young Saudi of a brown complexion, dark complected man, and his job was security outside of the local supermarket. And all day he would, see people coming, entering the supermarket and whatnot. And when he saw us, he knew that we weren't Saudi. For the most part, we weren't Indian, and something, captured his attention. And he would say to us, hey, where are you guys from or whatever? And we'd say, America. And then he'd hit us with, oh, my nigga, what's up, Tupac? Hey. And we were just like, no, we are English teachers. We are Americans. Don't. But he was like, no, you are. Man, I completely understand, bro. Whew.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of look at it as a compliment. I feel like it's just the strength of our culture, and and unfortunately, they don't really get a wide variety of who we are as Black people. So, like I said, I feel like they're just trying to find a way to connect with you off of something that they really enjoy from your culture. So it's kind of how I looked at it.
Cool, man. All right. So you want to just shoot the shit, or do you have a particular, instance or a moment that resonated with you?
Man, you got to ask me some questions because there's so many. I lived in Ghana for a year, and I lived in Nigeria for almost 4 years. So, I got a lot of experiences in Africa. So,
Great.
A lot of different things, a lot of different experiences happened to me. So,
all right. So let's stick with the continent. Now, let me ask you. So, I understand that you did Ghana because there was the exchange program, but what led you to Nigeria?
Man, so my wife, she's Nigerian, and so it's funny enough when we were gonna get married, I flew out there by myself and I met her dad because her dad was living out there at the time. Her mom had just moved back, so I went out there and I spent about 2 weeks out there, and man, I had a great time, and it was just really fell in love with the culture. And so once we were married for a while, we had kids and everything, I was just itching to do something different. I didn't want to just do the regular work till you die thing. I wanted to experience something else. So now she went to boarding school out there. She lived out there from age of 11 to 16. So she wasn't really dying to go back like that. But I just wanting to have some adventure and do something different convinced her it'd be a good idea to go. And we had written a script for a television series we wanted to develop called Ashe. And so we looked at it as a perfect opportunity to go out there and kind of just do it on our own,
Wait. So you're writing TV, or you're making you're creating content.
Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah.
But as far as I know you, right now you're a teacher.
I'm a teacher right now.
Wait. So you're a teacher and you are a content creator. What else do you do?
Well, I rap. I play music. I mean, I really look at myself as a Renaissance man.
Oh.
A lot of things. I feel like I'm in the vein of one of the older guys, like Sammy Davis Jr. or something like that. When they had to do everything, I feel like I'm pretty good at a lot of things. Some people might call it a jack of all trades, but I brand myself as a Renaissance man. Someone who could do a little bit of everything. So that's kind of what drove me out there. Just wanting to live something different and do something different. Now, so yeah, it was a hell of an experience.
Now, you can't be all of these things because it takes millions of dollars to produce music and movies, but you've done that.
It does take money. Can't take some money. Fortunately, at the time, we had a lot of support from Diola's family, and they helped us out. But it didn't take millions. It just took, a will to want to do it, and a way to figure it out, and to grind and, do as much as we could on our own. But we did have help, and we did have a lot of support from family. So that was a blessing, something that really helped us out a lot, especially in the experience going to Nigeria for sure. Yeah.
Cool. So, let's see. Outside of the connection to Nigeria that your wife has, how about yourself? Do you have any?
Well, now because I've lived out there for a long time, I made a lot of really good friends. And particularly in the music world, I have a good friend who is a young, aspiring music mogul. So we teamed up together, and we created another business to promote African artists. So we have one artist. His name is OJ Scent, and he's pushing and releasing music right now. So also Diola, her cousin, became a really, really good friend of mine as well. He's probably one of my best friends now. And so, just through living out there, I just made a lot of good friends, a lot of great connections with people. And, some people, they say Pan-Africanism is not a real thing and it's dead, but I disagree. I think it's what you make it. You can make connections with people if you have the opportunity. Luckily, I have the opportunity. I had the opportunity to connect with people. And so, trying to live a Pan-Africanist life. So, yeah.
That's what's up, man. I just noticed that something.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. Let's see. Let's. I don't want to delve too deeply into your personal life, into into I don't know, man. The one thing is when I make these when I have these interviews and have these conversations, the longer they get, I discover that the longer it takes for me to upload the video.
Keep it short.
Bro.
Yeah, it's all good, man. You can ask me whatever you want. I mean, we can end it now, but I'm free to talk. Whatever you want to know about, I'll talk about. If I don't want to talk about it, I'll tell you.
All right, well, go ahead and plug your who is it? Old.
His name is OJ Scent. OJ Scent stands for OJ Century. And he's a young Afrobeats artist from Mina, which is like a northern city in Nigeria, but he's in Lagos now. And yeah, so we just released our latest single. It's called Kowope. Kowope is like a term which means like roughly translated like money correct, like make sure my money's correct. So I kind of translate it as, get your money right, or my money's complete is what the word means. My money's complete.
Kowope?
Kowope.
Kowope. Okay.
Kowope, yeah. So we just released that on last Friday, and you can check them out on Spotify, any digital platform. OJ Scent, like OJ, the orange juice, and Cent, like 50 Cent. So yeah.
All right. So let's see. Thank you for sharing some California love. We are not far from each other physically, and definitely with this, we are not far mentally either.
Yep.
So we're on the same wavelength here. Let's see. Yeah, got the Panther here, the Black Panther. Yeah, man. I don't think that the Pumas are just Puma sneakers. I think they have a very, I guess, Pan-African symbolism.
Yeah.
Through we saw Black Panther, and through Wakanda. So I'm thinking on those along those lines. So I put this here. So
I didn't really realize, but yeah, I mean it's true. The Puma is the Black Panther, so yeah, that's real.
So, Arias, thank you for sharing the adventures in Ghana and Nigeria, and let's see. Yeah, man. Peace.
Peace.